And welcome into Game Day 12, everybody. I hope you're getting ready for the Premier League or whatever league you're into this weekend, and I hope your team wins. And I mean that sincerely. But looking at this weekend's Premier League, well, it's November 11th and it's November 12th. November 11th, many places in the world, it signifies Remembrance Day, and that's exactly where we're taking this right now. We're adding a little bit of a Remembrance Day flavour to it. Have to respect those that paid the ultimate price, yes? No matter what army, no matter what country. And let's face it, in this particular moment in time, just shed a thought about those that are now living in a war zone that were not living in a war zone that long ago. I'm not getting political, but I just think, as people, haven't we had enough of the killing? Just a thought. Remember, it's Remembrance Day weekend. Anyway, let's get into the football. It is Remembrance Day weekend, and I'm going to tell you straight away. Let's take a quick look at the table just to let you know how things are going. Top of the table, looking pretty similar, but Manchester City are back on top, and Tottenham, as you saw last weekend, lost 4-1 to Chelsea, which puts Chelsea in the top 10. First time for quite some time. And the rest of it is pretty much as it was. It was also a good week for Newcastle United, seeing as how a few of the other big teams lost games and they were able to capitalise on that, and so were lousy Manchester United, who now have 6 wins from 11. 9 losses on the season so far altogether. Looking at the bottom of the table, Crystal Palace, 11th, looking pretty decent. And pretty much from there on in, all the way down. Remember last weekend I said that Bournemouth was the only team that I saw dropping into the bottom 3. Well, there you go. Take a look. Luton Town are flying high as we speak. Now, predictions last weekend, we got 82%. Not bad. Let's take a look quickly at this weekend. Then we'll get into some of the news. There's my first batch of games. That's Saturday, November 11th, Remembrance Day, lest we forget. And there's the first 4 games. I've gone for 4 homers in the first 4. Wolves, Man United, Arsenal, Palace, over Tottenham, Luton, Burnley, and Everton. Tottenham took a bit of a shellacking last week, and a few of the players will not be available, especially in defence. And we're talking the final game on Saturday, Bournemouth taking on Newcastle. I'm looking for Newcastle to do the damage there, absolutely. And I love what Eddie Howe is doing. Despite the midweek loss in Champions League, they're having another great season. Let's take a look at Sunday. Pretty much taking the first 4 again at home, similar to Saturday. We're taking Villa, we're taking Brighton, we're taking West Ham, and we're taking Liverpool. By the way, that Liverpool show we promised you is coming very soon. I'll be on camera for that one, and you won't believe what your eyes are seeing. But I've got a Liverpool show coming very soon. But as I say, on the weekend, Sunday, Villa, Brighton, West Ham, and Liverpool all winning. And then finally, the final game on Sunday is down at Chelsea. Was Chelsea going to win again? Are Man City doomed for another loss? I'm going with City on this one. But there you go. There's the predictions this weekend. Let's get into some news, and some different kind of news right now. But first off the bat, we're talking Adidas and the new Special line, what they've got coming. And they've got a brand new model. No, not one of the players, not one of the coaches, but an icon player, and not such an icon coach, but an absolute icon pundit. Roy Keane. Roy Keane is now the face of Adidas's outdoor wear. You've got to say, he's looking rather dashing in that little bit of atmosphere there. Here's an indoor atmosphere for you. Roy's looking rather dashing there too. And then they've got a brand new line of 7 trainers. In the UK, people call running shoes trainers. So Adidas has got other things like zip jackets, the beige jacket collection, what you saw Roy in, outer trousers coming soon, T-shirts, headwear, and the 7 new trainers. And KEANE is not looking so meano. I think my favourite picture out of all of this is on the boat dock. Doesn't he look like a hooligan? Doesn't he look damn good? Yeah, Roy Keane, the new face of Adidas's Special line. I think Roy looks absolutely bloody great. Moving on to some more good news. Well, Luis Manuel Diaz has been freed from the guerrillas in Colombia. And I tell you what, Luis Diaz's son will be very, very happy about that. But good news, Luis Manuel Diaz is now a free man. Libertad para papá was what Luis Diaz had on his shirt. Libertad para papá. That means freedom for dad. And, well, He won't need to wear that shirt any much longer. Now, finishing on somewhat of a sad note, but a realistic note, Bobby Charlton, Sir Bobby Charlton, who passed away October 21st, is due to be buried Monday, November 13th. The funeral parade will pass by Old Trafford on its way to Manchester Cathedral. If you didn't know that Sir Bobby had passed away, you do now. And Sir Bobby in his latter days was in a care home. And got to say, he passed away after falling at the Willows nursing home in Knutsford. An inquest by the Cheshire Coroner's Court concluded that the fall was what killed Sir Bobby. And you can see the outpouring of love outside Old Trafford by the Manchester United fans for one that they love so much. Okay, guys, that's all I've got time for this weekend. I'm travelling right now, so that's why I'm not on screen. But the next few shows, I will be on screen, and we'll have another great day. Whatever your team is, I hope you win. Keep coming back for more. Cheers.